Aloha, I'm Mike Akagi and welcome to Kayani and Team Aloha. I know one thing about you watching this video, and that's the person who invited you really cares about you, or you wouldn't be watching this. And so I'm here to share with you the things that changed my life and the person who introduced you. And that's what's so exciting about Kayani. So let me tell you my story. About 5 years ago, I got one of those phone calls. A friend of mine called me on the phone and wanted to introduce me to Kayani, and I was really hesitant, and so I wouldn't listen to him because I didn't want to hear about another thing. But here's what happened. He said to me, I'm going to send you the products because the products are what's different about Kayani. And so they were free. And at the time, I didn't have any money, and so that was a great thing. So that's how I got introduced to Kayani. It was the products. And the products changed my life. And here's what happened. 5 years ago, my life had deteriorated to the point where I could barely run, and running is the love of my life. I've been running since I was a little kid, and I've done it almost every day of my life. I've been a runner. And I got to the point where I had so many aches and pains. We call it aging. I had plantar fasciitis in both feet. I had rheumatoid forming in my knee. I had sciatica for 8.5 years. The longer you have it, the worse it gets. And it was terrible. There were days when I couldn't drive, I couldn't wake up, I couldn't even walk down the stairs into my bathroom. That's how bad it had gotten. I had a crick in my neck, I had bursitis where I couldn't even lift my shoulder, I had tennis calf, and on and on and on. We call that aging. And I got on these amazing products, and within 3 weeks, every ache and pain in my body went away. So I got really excited, put it in my wife, and watched all of every single one of her health problems disappear in a few months. My mother-in-law was 82 at the time. We put it in her, and she had everything you could possibly imagine going wrong in her body. And I watched that change everything in her life. She got off of over 15 medications in the space of less than a year. So Kayani changed our lives, and that's how we got involved. That's the part of Kayani that I love, that we have products that when you put them in your body responds, and you're able to do anything you want in life as a result of being on these products. So my running is better now than it's ever been. I go back, I can run right now like I did 30 years ago. So that's how I got excited. That's why I'm in Kayani. So I have the privilege today of sharing with you the products. So first of all, our products start off with Kayani Sunrise. Now let me tell you a little bit about the history of Kayani, that our owners didn't get involved in Kayani to make money. They were up in Alaska fishing and hunting, and they ran across this lady, this doctor lady from University of Miami, who was studying the Tlinkits. That's a Native American tribe up in Alaska. And she was studying them for over 10 years because they don't get sick. They don't have any word in their vocabulary for heart disease, diabetes, cancer, arthritis, any of the diseases of aging. Nothing. And so that lady was very excited and wanted to figure out why they were so healthy. And so what she discovered, of course, is what we say in Hawaii, is it was the cow, right? Is what they eat. They've been eating for centuries wild Alaskan blueberries and wild Alaskan salmon. And so we started off with wild Alaskan blueberries, and we created Kayani Sunrise. Now, our company has lots of money, and we'll talk to you about that later. But what you got to get is we took that money and we developed products that really work in the human body. The way we did that was we just didn't stop with the wild Alaskan blueberry. We added to this things like pomegranate, raspberry, grapeseed. We added all kind of fruits and nutrition that created a beverage that is not a juice. This is concentrated. This is 1 ounce a day. This bottle represents a 1 month supply of our Kayani Sunrise. So you take 1 ounce a day, and it gives the body everything it needs. We're talking about the water part of the body, the part that needs vitamins, minerals, trace minerals, and the highest antioxidant score naturally occurring of anything out on the market. So those antioxidants, as you know, oxidation is the key word, and antioxidants are the best thing that you have going. So that's Kayani Sunrise. Talk about powerful. That's how we got started. And we took those wild Alaskan salmon, and everybody knows, of course, that that's omega-3s. So we took those omega-3s and we added a little something to it, and we created Kayani Sunset. Now what that little something is called vitamin E tocotrienols. And if you know nutrition, and if you know a man by the name of Dr. Oz, who used to be the key man on the Oprah Winfrey Show, Dr. Oz just announced the natural supplement of the year, and it just happens to be vitamin E tocotrienols. And the reason why is because vitamin E tocotrienols are even more powerful than omega-3s at doing things like reducing blood pressure, reducing blood sugar levels, muscles, it helps with circulation, it helps with brain function, it helps with skin and hair and all of that. And so vitamin E tocotrienols. But here's the good news. Our company has been touting those for 4 years, and Dr. Oz just announced that this year as the product of the year. But here's the key. When you're looking at vitamin E tocotrienols, there's delta and gamma, and delta does all the work. In the stuff that he's been looking at, the palm and the rice, that's the basis for most tocotrienols, you're getting 50 to 60%, which is great. But with our product, you're getting 90% delta tocotrienols, and that's important. So that's the workhorse. So that's why this product is so exciting. Now, the other two products we have also can change your life. So think about this. Think about addressing the water part of your body, the vitamins, minerals, trace minerals, and antioxidants with the most powerful thing out there and giving your body that nutrition. Then going to the fatty part of your body and dealing with the omega-3s, the endothelial layer of your bloodstream where all the fatty acids interact, where cholesterol forms, where blood pressure messes up, where blood sugar exchange gets messed up, diabetes, we're talking about all that. Imagine giving your body the omega-3s and the vitamin E tocotrienols and that. But the last product, the Nitro and Nitro Extreme, these two products are phenomenal in their nature. Nitric oxide is the most important element in every cell of your body. The 3 doctors who discovered that in 1998 received the Nobel Prize for Medicine. And the reason why is their discovery in my book is the most important discovery of our lifetime. What they discovered, that nitric oxide is produced in every single cell of your body. It's responsible for, listen to this, cellular maintenance, cellular defense, and cellular repair. Listen to that word, cellular repair. So here's what happens. And this is confirmed by Dr. Claire Franco-Mano out of Johns Hopkins Regional University Medical Center. Her research showed that the way the body ages is by reducing the production of nitric oxide. As your nitric oxide levels drop, all the markers of aging begin, because nitric oxide is the body's own anti-inflammatory and vasodilator. It helps reduce inflammation, the very enemy to the body, and it helps and it reduces the vasodilation is the body's ability to get the blood circulating in the body. So those two things are what nitric oxide is responsible for: anti-inflammation and vasodilation. So Dr. Franco-Mano's research shows that as the body ages, it's 25 and beyond, it starts reducing the production of nitric oxide. So aging looks like this: nitric oxide levels reduced, and all those problems associated with inflammation, every known disease, all of the things we name like heart disease, diabetes, cancer, high blood pressure, all of those, direct correlation between nitric oxide levels and the occurrence of those diseases. So as the body ages and as the body reduces nitric oxide production, eventually you die from one of those things because your nitric oxide levels plummet. What if you could raise those nitric oxide levels back up? Then you would have what I call not anti-aging but youthing. You would be getting younger every day. And so what our products represent is not nitric oxide, because nitric oxide is toxic when it gets in the body at too high levels. The 3 doctors who discovered nitric oxide, who created these little blue pills, they started putting in heart patients to see if they could get the heart doing what it's supposed to. And an interesting thing happened: sexual function returned. And we call that product today Viagra. So Viagra is in essence nitric oxide, and the only problem with it is there are side effects, as everybody knows, and they're horrendous because the body can't control that nitric oxide. Well, guess what? Our product is not nitric oxide. This is simply 10 years worth of incredible scientific research, and what this is noni plant extract. Put this in your mouth, the body uses it to produce, there's NO2 and NO3, which is nitrates and nitrites, and it uses it to reduce produce nitric oxide in the body. That's Kyani Nitro FX, 100% natural. Then about 2 years ago, we concentrated that 5 times the concentration and created Nitro Extreme. So you have a health triangle: the water part of the body, the oil part or fatty part of the body, and every cell in your body begins to produce nitric oxide. So the most powerful health and nutrition triangle there is in existence in the world today. Team Aloha has put this product in over 50,000 people worldwide, and we've seen people walk away from everything you can possibly imagine. So here's the statement we made, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the company because that's important. But here's the statement: Kyani products are natural supplements not meant to diagnose, heal, treat, or cure diseases. They're giving your body the nutrition it needs, and watch what the body can do. It is just phenomenal. It should make sense to you. I believe that God created this body to be able to take care of anything if you give it proper nutrition. And think about what we've been doing to our bodies with our food, and think about the nutrition that's available through Akagi products. Now, there's one other thing that I have to talk about very briefly, and that's the company and a little bit about how you get compensated. The company didn't get started like any other company. Every company in this industry got started for one reason: to make the owners rich. Well, listen to this. Our owners, the ones who originally were going up to Alaska fishing and hunting, the Powells have Mrs. Powell's cinnamon buns, multi-millionaires, but they knew they didn't have enough money. They went and talked to the Hansons and the Taylors. The Hansons own a company called Conrad and Bischoff, one of the largest private oil distributors in the United States. Last year, they did over $750 million. The Taylors joined in. Again, it's because of the products. The Taylors own Taylor Farms, and that is a potato and beef industry. They're the second largest potato producer in the state of Idaho, if you can imagine. They have under cultivation for the feed and for wheat and all that over 275,000 acres. I can't even fathom that in my brain. They do over $500 million a year. So our owners did not start Akagi to get rich. They started Akagi because the products can change a human life. So think about that. Akagi's owners are the most kind, hardworking, honest, decent people that you'd ever want to meet in your life. And that's who's coming to Akagi. So we love Akagi. The last thing I would just want to spend 2 minutes on is our compensation. I always believed in network marketing ever since I was young. The concept speaks to everybody. I know everybody listening to this. If you know network marketing, it makes sense. You find something that works, you share it with other people, and instead of the company paying the advertisers, they pay you. That always made sense to me, but it never worked until now. Akagi works because everything is finally available under one roof. You got products that you can believe in. You can talk and share with people every day. You've got owners that are the most wonderful, kind, caring people in the whole world, and now our compensation is different than anything out there. It's not multi-level. You don't get levels of people and then they cut you off. You don't do a binary where you only make 10% on your left leg and the only people that make money are the people at the top. We designed this. This took over 8 years to develop this compensation plan. It's a sales commission. We still want to build it, so you get 3 people and you build 3 legs and you find those 3 people, and when you do, a gate opens up and you start making a 5% commission, guys. This is just like a sales commission. Then you help those people. It's built on teamwork. You help those 3 people find 3 people, and they could be customers or distributors. It doesn't matter. If you can imagine that with our powerful products, it's phenomenal. When they find 3 people, then you have 12 people, then another gate opens up and you get paid another 7%. And then as you get more and more people, you make more and more of a commission. It's perfect in its nature. It's the best payout there is in existence. We have a matching check that kicks in at the 4th rank. Our 4th rank, if you compare it to any other company out there, pays out over double of everybody else. We jump at that rank because you make a matching check on everybody in your system from that point forward. And the final thing is we have a car program that's not car bondage. It's the perfect car program. You get into this car and you stay in your car. The company gives you $1,000 down and $500 a month toward a brand new Audi A4. And we have them all over Hawaii. We're putting A4s on the road every single month. It's just crazy what's going on. So it's that exciting. Akagi is finally what you've been looking for. Our CEO, Michael Bashir, so you have owners who know everything there is to know about running a big business, and they hired Michael Bashir as our CEO, and I'm on the CEO Council, one of only 4 people in the United States, so I have opportunity working with him. He knows more about network marketing than anybody I've ever run into. So think about that. Owners who know how to run a big business. And this guy, Michael Bashir, has made this statement, and this is what I want to close with in sharing with you today. He saw everything. He saw these products that change human life. He saw owners that care and love people. He saw a compensation program that's different from anything else out there. It's actually just like working for any other company. It's a sales commission. And he made this statement, and that's what I want to make this statement to you today. This is the company everybody has been waiting for. Kayani is different. The person who invited you cares about you. Kayani, Team Aloha, is about caring and sharing enough to open your mouth. So go back to that person and find out what you need to do to join us. Get this product and everybody you care about and watch what happens. And then you'll want to share it with the world, and you don't have to beat up on people. You can just share the products and they can understand why Kayani is different. Thank you so much. We really want you to understand how much Kayani is about caring and sharing. So go back to that person and get a hold of them. Aloha.